We have more Gotham Knights news. This time we're going to be talking about the open world of Gotham. There was a recent video that came out deep diving the world, the history, and what has gone into the world of Gotham in Gotham Knights, what we're going to be seeing, and I'm going to be going through some of the things that you may have missed and just also recapping all of that and showing off some of the new gameplay of them exploring the world and checking out what Gotham has to offer. But if you are new here or you're a returning viewer, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, turn on the notification bell as always. Make sure go to the link in the description to check out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/it's Jimbo. I'd love to see you over there. And also my Discord is there as well, so if you want to come and join in and have a conversation over there, please make sure to do so. But let's talk about some more Gotham Knights. First things first, we're going to take a look at the map that we did get to see, and we'll take a look at the 5 boroughs that are in Gotham. There is New Gotham, Downtown Gotham, Historic Gotham, North Gotham, and Lower Gotham. These are all going to be different areas that are owned by the 5 families that originated in Gotham when it originally started, when they came here, and those families are the Waynes, the Cobblepots, the Kanes, the Arkhams, and the Elliots. Each of the 5 boroughs is going to be very distinctly different to each other, having a little bit of a callback to each one of the families. There's going to be different visual styles, and it will feel very much like certain areas are trapped within history. The Waynes area, where they built it up in the main area of Gotham, will be very high-rise and will have a lot of tall buildings. And then you've got the Cauldron, which is around the Cobblepots area, in I think it was Historic Gotham or Lower Gotham, I think. At least that's what they mentioned in the video. I'm probably remembering it wrong, but the cool thing about it is that each of the areas of the city will tell a story, and it has a sync with the deep-rooted story and the history. They've brought together a different history than what we have seen in the comics, and it's like very deeply rooted within historical settings, and that is where the Court of Owls will come in. The Court of Owls will be deeply rooted within the city, but they don't want to be, you know, obvious or easy to find. So during the game, you will have to go and explore parts and uncover the mysteries that you will have around the Court of Owls. Next, let's talk about gameplay. From a visual standpoint, gameplay definitely looks like it's going to differentiate in different areas of the city. There was one area, especially with the Cauldron, which was packed. It was like slum type areas, and the parkour systems around the game would be very, you know, good for those specific areas. But then there's more open areas such as the parks and such, and stealth may not be the best option or may not be as good as you want it to be, and the traversal around the city will obviously change. So you're going to be going from doing your jumping or your gliding and your traversal for each hero, but you'll then also be using the bat bikes or the bikes that they'll be using. Whether they're called the bat bikes is another question. They probably are. But how the player will traverse the city changes dependent on the boroughs that they're in, and I like that. And hopefully the combat will change, and we'll see different factions within those areas as well, which is pretty good too, that have some form of relation to, you know, the Cobblepots being the Penguins in the game. Maybe we'll see more of maybe some Jokerish type factions in certain parts of the city, who knows. But it's nice to see that there'll be a lot of variation, and they want the city to feel alive. They want it to feel like there is a city that has been lived in, and not just a city for a sandbox. Not for you to just go around and do whatever you want to do. It's just there as a tool in the game. It actually has Easter eggs and has things that you can go and find and sort out. I do want to talk about the Court of Owls a little bit more, purely because they've spoken about how the city is not just going to be vertical, but it's also going to have a bit below the city as well. A lot of the times cities are built upwards, and it's very these metropolis, these big things, but they wanted to make sure that the game isn't just one of the biggest cities that they've built in any of the Gotham games, vertically and wide, but also below, little secrets that you can go in, Maybe you find a hideout and then that leads to a tunnel, which then leads to a different part of Gotham, which you didn't even know you'd be able to get to. And also that kind of leads into the Court of Owls. They're hiding away. The court have always been very much just hiding in plain sight, but in the weirdest of locations. But that's where they're just building their quote unquote barns, if you would say, how owls do, just tucked away, and you won't notice where they are, but they have a massive impact on the city. And that's what I like about it. I love the Court of Owls as a storyline. And also in the trailer as well, or in the gameplay video, we do get to see a couple of the Court of Owls enemies, most notably one with a shield that is fighting Batgirl, and then we also see, I think it's a Talon member that is just crawling on the floor. But whether or not that is a different enemy type, it remains to be seen. I definitely want to jump in and see what different enemies there are within the Court of Owls and just enemies across the game. But that pretty much covers it when it comes to Gotham Knights open world. I like what I am seeing. It definitely feels like they've spent the time to really flesh out the city, and hopefully the game can deliver on all of the things that it wants to do. I'm definitely excited for it. I'm definitely wanting to go and explore. Maybe there'll be little collectibles such as the Riddler trophies if there are, or even something similar. There was a small note on the bottom right of the screen when you're on the HUD that there is collectibles in the area, but who knows whether there's going to be something else more secretive, maybe feathers related to the Court of Owls. Who knows? But tell me what your thoughts are down in the comment section, and if you are new here, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and turn on the notification bell. As always, come and check me out at twitch.tv/itsjimbo. Links will be in the description, and also a link to my Discord where we talk about all manner of games. As always, this has been It's Jimbo, and I'll see you guys next time.